this video, we're going to use pivot tables to illustrate a neat paradox in probability and statistics known as Simpson's paradox. And so you'll see what Simpson's paradox is once we go through our pivot table. So we have two hospitals here, ER and Chicago Hope, and we want to know which is a better hospital on open heart surgery. So we have for each patient around 400 of them. Were they high or low risk? Did they live or die? Now, ER is going to be clearly better in my eyes because it has the great Julianne Margulies of The Good Wife, Alicia, and the great George Clooney. I'm just kidding. Okay, but how would you evaluate how these hospitals perform? Well, the first thing you would do if you're naive is say, what percentage of the patients survive at each hospital? So I can do that with a pivot table. I'm inside there. I've got the data, existing worksheet, go right here. And so what I would like to know is for each hospital, I'll put that in the row. I want to know the outcome. Did they live or die? And I'll drag the outcome again here. Okay, so I now know how many lived or died. I can flip this Z to A so I see living on the left. I can go right click, show values as percentage of row. Okay, so it looks like on living, Chicago Hope is a little better on survival rates. (83% to 82%). Okay, but that's sort of not the right way to look at this. We should adjust for the riskiness or the health of the patients coming in. Were they high risk for surgery or low risk? Because we will see the reason that ER has a higher death rate or basically a lower survival rate is they're seeing many more of the high risk patients because the sicker people want to go to the better hospital. So we can do another pivot table, insert, pivot table, it's got the data, existing worksheet, maybe down here. Okay, so now I'll look at the risk category, high or low risk. Now I'll look at each hospital what happened. And now I'll look at the outcome, live or die, and I'll count the outcomes. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. Okay, now before we do percentages, if you take a look at this, what you'll notice is ER saw 160 high-risk patients, Chicago Hope 22. Chicago Hope saw 181 low-risk patients, ER 40. So basically, ER saw the predominant majority of the high-risk patients. So naturally, they should not do as well on survival if they were equally as good a hospital as Chicago Hope because they're seeing higher risk patients. And so now if we look and see how each hospital did on high and low risk patients with right click, show values as percentage of row. Okay, we see now Chicago ER on high risk patients had 80% survival rate, Chicago Hope 68. On low risk patients, ER had a 93% survival rate, Chicago Hope 85%. So ER is predominantly better on basically each type of patient, but they're worse overall. And again, why is that? Because they saw the sicker patients. So Simpson's paradox says beware of looking sort of like aggregate performance. You should block out basically all the other factors that can influence what you're measuring. In this case, the health of the patients. And when we account for the health of the patients, we see ER is better for every type of patient that there is. So that means ER is a better hospital even though they perform not as well overall. So beware of Simpson's paradox when you basically interpret count data.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and there's a free course, a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, and all of these videos are coming from one of three books. So first, this one, which you can see here at the top of the screen, Microsoft's book, which has 355 reviews, and then it's, let's see, 4.6 stars. It's coming from this book as well, his marketing analytics book, which is down here, and you can sort of see 4.5, or his newest book, his analytics stories book, which is here. And with that one, you can see it's 4 point something, or maybe even 5. I don't think it's 5. Yeah, 4.8. And so, yeah, anyways, in the description, there's a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free, and it'll be there. But again, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just please let us know. Thanks.